So time for the next Wily stage. And we got bladers to deal with. At least I think that's what they're called. Are these bladers? I hope so. Because I don't have the chance to really go ahead and look juicy. And I don't think I'll... No, I won't hit you again. Oh well. Let's go ahead and pick up the health. Yeah, you can die. Since you asked so nicely. Oop. Come on. There we go. Ooh, I want that. Let's go ahead and stick it straight into the Elect Beam. Thunder Beam. It's labeled E for Elect Man. Excuse me for miscalling it. So time for boss rematches. But you may be thinking, hey, this isn't a capsule room. You're right. In the first Mega Man game, and of course Powered Up and Mega Man X, and I believe Maverick Hunter X, you fight the bosses in the middle of the stage. You don't fight them at the very end in a giant capsule room like most of the games in the series. So first we have to deal with Cutman. We'll deal with one other in this stage. Not even going to try to hide that fact. And it's going to happen, like, right now, folks. There's no point in me trying to hide the fact that we're about to fight. Shock? Suspense? Elect Beam refilling? Huh, I wonder who we're gonna fight. Of course, it's Elect Man. If my weapon isn't a giant indicator, Elect Man just is crippled by his weakness. There's no point to not use it. Wow, I really have everything that I want filled. So I guess we'll fill up the rolling cutter. Oop. Oop. Yeah, doing that little half-circle jump really helps to dodge those bombs. Speaking of bombs to be dodged, let's have Hyper Bomb do some work after we get that one up. Because, let's face it, it's a freaking shiny. I may not be a dragon and all, but you gotta appreciate the shinies. Even if they are in the shape of your skull. So I just want to time this correctly. Kabam! That is probably one of the few spots where it's okay to use the Hyper Bomb, because guess what? It's kind of built for that situation. Now, in every other situation, the Hyper Bomb is basically useless, so don't even bother with it. And if I can do this just right, yeah, we'll do that one more time right about here. Ooh, braiding power-ups and life. I want that. Because this boss is going to be interesting. You know, I forget about the other stages. I don't think it's necessary, but I'm going to fill up the Magna Beam just to be safe. Elect Beam, Thunder Beam, because it's going to be useful pretty much throughout this entire stage. Whoa, I missed you. I guess not. So we're going to want the Fire Wave, because that's honestly the best weapon here. Because it's time for Copy Mega Man. Or Copy Robot. This is an interesting concept. I do like the idea of having to fight yourself. It's odd, but at the same time extremely interesting, because you're challenging the player against what they have, what they can do. They know what Mega Man can do. Okay, get out of my corner. This is mine. Get your own. No, get out of my corner. Thank you. I hate that guy. Does that mean that I hate myself? Nah, I wouldn't think too hard about it. Oh, yeah. Just gonna move over here to avoid that trap. Yeah. Okay, time to do the old video break that you're expecting. Okay, so yeah. Because I mentioned it in the last episode, I'll mention it again. Because of the video breaks, I have all my outtakes saved from my failed attempts. My fail montage, as you will. If you'd like to see that, please post a comment, and I will... I'll work in an episode of that. Hopefully it'll be entertaining enough as is. I mean, I'm not the... Why is my head there? I'm not the perfect player, but, you know, I'm sure someone would find it entertaining. And at this point, we've basically done the entire Wily stage. No reason to talk about it, I guess. Other than this water segment, which, if my enemies would make themselves apparent... Hi, penguins. Right. Let's go ahead and refill. Actually, there's really nothing to refill because, well, you'll see in the next stage. So yeah, at this point I'm just gonna stop trying to get power-ups, unless it's life. And score points. Or score balls, I suppose they're called. Come on, I know you're there. Hey, Killer Bullet, how are you been? You know what? I didn't miss you, so... Stop coming. You're not fun to fight. You're annoying. Oh joy, another 1-up. The game really wants me to fail this level. Whoa! Last chance. So here we have the boss, CWU01P, I believe. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Kinda just lazily drifts around the room and fires its barrage of bullets. But you may notice there's these guts blocks. Huh. Wonder what its weakness is. Well, there's only a couple bosses with guts blocks in them. You will fight 7 of these things, and if I can... There we go. If you can take out the first 3 with Mega Buster, you're basically free to have fun. Just don't miss. And no satisfying kaboom for you. Yeah, that one's fun. Now, like that previous level, I'm gonna have to do an action real quick to prevent me from getting murdered right at the start of the stage. So, game pause. Time for the final stage, and certainly a difficult one. So let's try to get through this as painlessly as possible. And let's face it, folks, that's just not gonna happen. Reason being is the boss gauntlet at the very end of this stage, which we'll talk about more when we get there, but for now, enjoy the Gutsman ceiling. As I practically effortlessly go through this room, and well, I take a couple of hits, but you know, at this point, it really doesn't matter what my health is climbing this ladder. Now, after this ladder, it's gonna be important. A little bit. That was a Yakshishi. It's a full restore of every item, so this is why it doesn't matter. But this is why you want that. This is the boss gauntlet. You have to fight 4 bosses in a row before you get the first checkpoint. And even then, you don't get any life. You have to do all 6 of these in 1 life, almost. Well, alright, you have to do this anyways if you're going for a no-death run, but if it's just a little unfair. Like Fireman, his pattern is supposed to be you shoot as he shoots, and jump as high as you can, and you shouldn't get hit, but then he does that double fire. Next we have Iceman, who just melts, so he's not a threat. Taking a hit on Bomb Man definitely does not help. Whew. Okay. So let's move on. It's better just to use the Buster on Gutsman. Hyper Bomb requires too much reliance on him not moving. And even then you have to hope that he doesn't throw Guts blocks. So time for Wily, and hopefully I have enough life because he has two forms. Whew. Gotta make use of that invincibility right there. And that's already a bad sign. Two. And I did it! I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I did it. I actually beat the game. Oh. Wow, I can't believe I did that. Oh, wow. You were thinking that was impossible, but wow, I actually did it. I actually beat Dr. Wily without dying. That is definitely the hardest stage in the series, I'd have to say. Just due to that gauntlet. If you can beat that without dying, you're a really good player. But for now, let's enjoy the credits. And as Mega Man runs to, well, at the beginning of the era, it was a remix. Well, not really a remix because this came first, but Mega Man 2's intro does reuse the beginning of this outro. So that's nice to know, and how Mega Man looks like Astro Boy. Sure, let's go with that. This is probably one of my favorite ending sequences in the game, just because it actually has a bit of an animation going on during the credits. Mega Man 4 has a good one too. 2's is rather bland. 3's is not much better in that retrospect like 2, but we'll cover those when we get to it. And hey, let's have Roll show up just randomly with Dr. Light. This has been Silas, and I'll see you in the next Mega Man game when I attempt a no-death run of that. Until then, see you later.